outstanding essay, in-depth essay about inside China's surveillance state. Zhejiang Hangzhou No. 11 High School on the fringes of downtown Hangzhou in eastern China is a green, peaceful seeming place to learn. Gazebo-like structures nestle among lush foliage, grey stone sculptures enact eternal dioramas, and Japanese maples gently fan placid lakes. It is also a digital panopticon, a surveillance system powered by facial recognition and artificial intelligence tracks the state school's 1,010 pupils, informing teachers which students are late or have missed class, while in the cafe their menu choices leave a digital dietary footprint that staff can monitor to see who is gorging on too much fatty food. Welcome to China, where artificial intelligence is being pressed into service as a handmaiden to an authoritarian government. The idea of constant monitoring is not unprecedented in China. Indeed, the name of the government's 2020 project, Sui Liang, or Sharp Eyes, is a throwback to a Communist Party slogan, "The people have sharp eyes." Beijing has about 850,000 informants patrolling its streets, according to state media. Then saying, when the British philosopher Jeremy Bentham envisaged his panopticon penitentiary in the late 18th century, a circular building with an inspection tower at its centre, the idea was that inmates would never know if they were being observed or not. This simple idea in architecture would offer a new mode of obtaining power over mind, Bentham wrote. At present, a good financial credit score handed out by some companies and operating rather like a loyalty program can confer benefits such as waived deposits on shared bikes or preferential loan rates. A poor social credit score, by comparison, could jeopardize a university place, rule out certain jobs, and even limit travel. More than 10.5 million people have been barred from buying airline or high-speed train tickets, according to the Supreme Court, since a debtors list was launched. One tech banker dismisses facial recognition to the FT as kindergarten stuff compared to what will come next. Then talking about the Uyghurs, Tahir Hamid, a Uyghur poet and filmmaker who fled China, is now based in the US, tells the FT about the day he and his wife were ordered to visit their local police station and leave voice recordings, fingerprints, DNA swabs, and of course, high-resolution video footage of their faces making various expressions. Mandatory surveillance software is installed on residents' mobile phones to scan for Islamic keywords and pictures. Some people tell the FT that anyone found to have shared illicit material would be sent to the region's extensive network of extra-legal detention camps, where tens of thousands of Uyghurs have already been imprisoned. Making too many phone calls to or from anywhere outside Xinjiang can also result in detention. As a result, the Uyghurs or Uyghurs living in Xinjiang can go years without speaking to family members working in coastal cities like Beijing or Shanghai. Facial recognition, intrusive as it is only one of the tools the authorities are using to monitor residents. Last year, police were told to conduct DNA swabs, iris scans, and blood tests using a specially designed mobile app and health checks in order to build a region-wide biometric database. It's quite an extraordinary situation, actually. The rise of mass surveillance yields reams of data, and therein lies one of the big dangers for any country going down this road, says Noel O'Connor, Chief Executive of US-based Center for Democracy and Technology. The risks are the creation of a pervasive and permanent database of individual images for law enforcement, but then used for other purposes, perhaps by government actors. Last year I was saying how Xinjiang was a laboratory experiment in control and surveillance matters. And I was saying in March China has unveiled a digital panopticon in Xinjiang. Descent is measured and snuffed out very quickly in China. China has unveiled a digital panopticon in Zhejiang where a combination of data from video surveillance, face and license plate recognition, mobile service locations, and official records to identify targets for detention. Xinjiang, I said, is surely a precursor for how the CCCP will manage dissent. Also in that article I was talking about Xi Jinping setting out his stall, deploying sharp power rather than soft power. In that article I was talking about the base race across the Indian Ocean.